Soccer teams tend to represent more than just regions. In this episode of Craplacticos Rivalry, we look at the rivalries between teams that represent the lower and upper classes. There is a natural rivalry between the rich and the poor. Rich people hate poor people. They make things more expensive to make sure that the poor people stay poor. Raising minimum wage, that's fine. They'll keep you poor by raising prices of food and gas. They'll keep you poor by making your dollar worth less. Rich people want you to pick up their shit, clean their diaper, but they don't want you to live near them. Poor people hate rich people. They have all the money and spend it wiping their asses while the poor people use leaves. The poor get taxed more than the rich. The poor smell more than the rich. Most of all, rich people don't really regard the poor people as people, more than they do dogs that can talk and clean our shit. This natural rivalry between classes spills over to the soccer field. In Mexico, it's Club America and Chivas. Club America uses money to solve its problems. Chivas uses Mexican-only players and also uses money to solve its problems. Besides this fact, somehow Chivas represents the poor, working class, and Club America represents the rich. These two are the most popular teams in Mexico, which is a social commentary on the economic divide in Mexico. In Argentina, Boca Juniors represents the working class, while River Plate represents the crosstown rich. Watching this rivalry is considered one of the 50 sports things you should do before you die. The ironic thing about that is that you may actually die watching these games. Here's the funny thing about the poor versus rich soccer rivalries. In both instances, the poor team has had more success. This is not because Chivas and Boca are poor. Quite the opposite. Both teams spend as much, if not more money, than their rich, representing rivals to achieve their success. In order to represent something, don't you have to actually be them? I mean, if you're going to represent the poor, shouldn't you not spend $1 zillion on your team? Some may argue, but Patrick, it's not the poor, but the working class roller skates. Last I heard, these players are not making the league bare minimum like the working class is. It's like the Red Sox crying about the Yankees buying all the good players while they do the exact same shit. It's like the Democrats crying that the Republicans are shitting on the poor, raising their taxes, making their money worth less, and making food and gas cost more, while Democrat politicians sit and do nothing to protect the poor, but kick it in their big-ass mansions. If you represent the poor, then represent the fucking poor. Boca and Chivas represent the working class. What a scam.